Hello, everybody. Let me get comments up here on Facebook. Totally didn't notify me like it normally does. That makes me nervous. Am I in the right spot? I am. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We have lots to chat about today, and I'm going to be showing you some brand new product because I just got one of my orders from the catalog that is now live for you guys. So I'm going to put my paper in bags here. That's why I have clear bags out, because I want to chit chat with you guys while I'm doing this. And then we have a card to make. We have several cards to make, actually. So welcome as you guys are coming in. I'm going to get this cut and then we'll get started. I'm just cutting off the tab. I get asked where I get these. I get them from my clear bag supplier. I go through eBay to, oopsie, I'm already going off because it's hard to see. I get mine off of eBay, a seller called Unique Packaging, but I must warn you, they are expensive and you can only get them in bulk. Like I get these 12 by 12 bags in like 500 or 1,000. So oftentimes when I have to order, I will see if anybody wants, you know, like a set of 25. I just did that recently and a couple people did that. So be on the lookout for that. If you're like, I love the clear bags and I would like some, be on the lookout for that. And then let's dive in and start looking at this stuff because we have a lot to do today. So the first thing I want to share is, did I already share this card here? This was from Diane. It's a beautiful card I got. It had a note in it. I'm not going to read the note, but it was more of a personal note. But I got this card in the mail. Hey, Kathy. I was really thankful for that. And then I think I showed you guys I had gotten this card from Laura. I had it all sitting here because I wanted to make sure I shared it and thanked everybody. I have not gotten a chance to get thank you cards in the mail. So I have a couple people I need to get thank you cards in the mail to. And I will do that this week. That's my hope. That this week that will happen. And then also more catalogs just went out. So I had a group of catalogs that went out today. So if you requested a catalog from me last week, that went out today. So I got an order from Stampin' Up! This morning. Came really early. I told my UPS guy that he was my best friend today because he came so early. Normally he doesn't come until like, I don't know, he usually comes between like 11:30 and 1. And so he was here like bright and early at like 9 a.m. this morning. And I was ecstatic. So here are some of the rest of the papers that I did not, I was not able to pre-order. I love, this is probably one of my favorite sets, this catalog. I love it. I got the stamp set that coordinates with this. And I love everything about it. I love this yellow with the flowers. I love the blue with the flowers. This is so, so beautiful. The pink, more yellow, beautiful for summer. This is the Sweet Symmetry designer paper. So we will put that into a clear bag. I definitely will need to order more of this. I can see doing a lot with this. The next set is the Bloom Where You Are Planted. Bloom Where You're Planted. And I got the bundle that goes with this as well. So it is a stamp set and dies. I love this. I think the colors are great. They're definitely more muted than what they look like in the catalog. So I'm happy to see that because they felt a little bit like, I think this is one of the patterns, this brick, this like, I'm going to guess it's cinnamon cider. Yep, cinnamon cider. It was a little bit, I don't know, in the catalog, I just wasn't feeling like I was going to love this paper. But once I've gotten it, I think it is really pretty. I think there's some really great options with this. So bloom where you're planted. And I got the bundle, the stamp set, and the dies. Specifically, I have a design project that's due with this, so I had to get it, but I was very pleasantly surprised once I did get it. And at the catalog launch party, I will have labels for all of this, for all these papers. This is the Pansy Petal, and it's really bright. Again, I'm loving all the yellow. Is anybody else noticing like so much yellow these days? And I'm a yellow fan. I love yellow, like yellow purses. Chris always makes fun of me because anytime I see a yellow purse, I want it. And so I'm loving all the yellow in these designer papers. And this is pretty. It has a bundle that goes with it. I don't know that I will get that bundle. It's on my maybe list. Like maybe I want this bundle, but I'm not positive yet. It was one we could pre-order and I did not pre-order it because I had other things I needed to focus on. Here is the You're a Peach designer paper. And I got this. I did get the bundle, but it is coming in another box. Specifically, I have a design project due with this set, this paper and the stamp set and the dies. So that's specifically why I got it, but I do love it. It is one of my favorites in the catalog. I love the polka dots. I think there's lots of fun things that you can do with this. Specifically, I think there's some fun scrapbook pages I want to make with this, like traditional scrapbook pages. I think I have a couple ideas for this. So I loved this. This is You're a Peach. And let's see what colors coordinate with this. I'm going to go with Calypso Coral probably as one of them. Yep. Calypso Coral, Early Espresso, Balmy Blue, I wouldn't have guessed. Bumblebee, Mango Melody, Pale Papaya, which is one of the new in colors. So that's great. I love that. Good morning, Julie. I'm glad you're here this morning. Okay, so then there's this one. This is In the Wild. This one is not one of my favorites. This specifically, again, I have a design project due in a couple months, and I needed this specific paper. This will probably be paper I use for my design project, and then probably I won't use it for anything else. It's very like jeweled colors, Cajun Craze. It reminds me of the fall. Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, Evening Evergreen, Mary Merlot, Soft Succulent. And oh my gosh, how funny, it's printed on here, Whisper White, which is basic white now. Just goes to show you how far in advance things get printed. Yeah, it's just more fall. And I like maybe in the fall I'll want to use this. But as for like right now, I don't think that it's something that I really will be drawn to use. Into the Wild is that one. This one really surprised me. This is the last one of the ones that I couldn't get during pre-order. This one surprised me, you guys. This is gorgeous. At first I was like, this really isn't my style, but this is absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous paper. So it has gold foiling on it. So it's a specialty. You can see that shine. Then it has this very like alcohol ink look to it. So I really love this. In person, I mean, I don't know that it could be more pretty than this. Some of them have foiling, some of them don't. But again, it's that very gorgeous. I think there's going to be a lot of really fun things to do with this paper. I think that it's going to make beautiful cards. I think that it is going to make really pretty scrapbook pages. So I will say, I feel like, hey Daisy, I feel a little gypped with this striped piece. I feel like I wanted them to do something more, like I wish this was foiled and it wasn't the stripes that were foiled, just because like every other piece is so gorgeous and has that very alcohol ink splatter kind of artistic look, and then it's like we have stripes. So I feel like that piece is off, but otherwise, I mean, it's gorgeous. The stripes are gorgeous. Gorgeous paper right here. This is the, oh, I took the wrapping off of it, so I'm not sure exactly what it's called. But it is gorgeous, and I definitely will be using it. Very spring, summer-esque, so that is good. And then the last paper here that I got, where did it go? Is it under here? Yep. The last paper that I got that I couldn't get during pre-order was the Christmas paper. So this is the Tidings of Christmas. I love this paper. It has the evergreen. It also has a hint of, of blue. Yeah, of misty moonlight. So it is gorgeous. I will be doing a Christmas in July class, and this is what we will be using, the paper we'll be using. So I think it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So this is, and it's 6x6. So that is the paper. I'm excited to have it. I also grabbed another pack of this. Now this is the host paper. So this is in the very back of the catalog. Let me show you where it's at, because this is a hidden gem in this catalog. So if you come back here to the very back, there is the host product. You don't have to host anything to get this product. Your order just has to be $150 or more, and then you can get these items. So for instance, this paper is, if they were just selling this in the catalog, it would be $30. When you get it as a host item, you put it in your stamp and rewards section of your order, and you're only spending $18 on it. So here's the paper here, and then there's some stamp sets. This month, during the month of May, when you spend $250, you get an extra $25 in product, which is really amazing. So you get the normal, like when your order hits 200, you are going to get 12% of that is going to be, you'll get that. And you can pick anything you want. You don't just have to pick from here. You can pick anything in the catalog you want. This is just product that has to be gotten with your host rewards. So when your order is $250, you get the 12%, plus you get $25 in another $25 in free product. So I did pick up, I picked up one on this order, and then the order I have coming in a couple days, I picked up another one, and I think that will be enough. 3 paper pads of this I think will be enough for me for the year of all the things that I want to do. But this paper is gorgeous as well. Carol said, I love the host Oh, you guys, it has been a morning. DSP. Thank you, Carol. It is really gorgeous. You guys have seen me use the black and white paper for several things. In fact, I have my Week in the Life album that I'm doing. This is a memory keeping project, and I used this paper, is in the host pack, and I covered this album. This is a Stampin' Up! 6x8 album, and I covered it using some of the paper from this collection. This paper here is from that collection. So this is just my Week in the Life album, and I have it set up and sitting here because that's what we're doing, Week in the Life this week. So you'll see some of those papers, but I really love them. I love the black and white pieces. And then I've also done some decorating here in my studio with some of these papers. I used that black and white one. I love this rainbow one. It's super gorgeous. And you guys are going to see me make some cards with this in the next, in the next few weeks. There's that black and white stripe there. some leaves. I love this. It reminds me of rainbows. I am using this today on the card that we're going to make here in a minute. I'm using this piece here. Another black and white piece there. So just some really great basic designs. I love that. I mean, this is probably my favorite black and white piece. And this, I love this yellow piece. It goes beautifully with that checkered piece. And then here's that blue polka dot piece I used in that album. So I think that will be good. And then let me show you, before we dive into what we're going to create, let me show you some of the stamp sets that I got. This is not the entire items I ordered. I have another box coming, but I feel like I got pretty much what I wanted to get. I got right behind you. This is a red rubber set. Right behind you. I thought this would be fun. I have Mini Happenings, which coordinates with Mini, what's the other one that's called? Mini something. Not Happy Thoughts. Oh, how funny. I don't even see it up on my shelf. I'm going to be doing I did a video, like a tips and tricks when this product first came out. This coordinates with that. I will be doing a tips and tricks part 2. Hey, Kathy. On this. So it is a full set and you stamp it and then you die cut it. So be on the outlook. I'll probably do that next week. I will do the part 2. I said in my catalog walkthrough, oh, you know what? I didn't get my punch to this. I need to check there's a punch that goes with this. I need to check my packaging slip. I just realized I didn't get the punch for that. I said in my catalog walkthrough that I was getting a lot of sentiments, and I certainly have. This one is Inspired Thoughts. I love that one. It is a red rubber. Mini Messages. Thank you, Kathy. The other one that coordinates with this is Mini Messages. So I will have a Mini Messages part 2 coming up. This is in Symmetry, and it does have a punch that goes with it. I'm going to have to check my slip to see if that's just coming in a different box or if they forgot to include it. So there's this one that goes with that paper. I am excited to use this one. This is Create with Friends. Love it. Love the big sentiments. I love that. And then this is the bundle. So this is the plant bundle that has the dies. Let's look at what the dies look like. Oh, okay. So here's the dies that go with that. And this will be fun. Like I said, I have a design team project I need to do with this, but it is one that I did like. So that's always helpful. A lot of times, the design, particularly one of the design teams that I'm on, we plan in advance. Like we just look at the catalog and we, plan, and it's not always stuff that I love. So, but that's just like the nature of it. You know, you just, that just happens sometimes. So I'm happy that I actually really like, everything that I'm designing with. Okay, so let's jump into doing this, doing these cards. I wanted to show you a trick with the, Stamparatus. So I have my Stamparatus out and I need to use it for this project that we're going to do, these cards. But I also have another card in the works. You guys will see what this is all about tomorrow. I will have a regular blog post up and video up, and you will see why this is here. But when I pulled this out, I was like, oh man, I'm going to have to move these. And they're perfect. Like they're lined up exactly where I want them. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to remove these so that I can do my card today for my live. But then what I realized is I can just pull this out. I can set this aside, and then I can put another piece in. So this is really one of the best things about the Stamparatus and the way that it works. If you're not familiar with the Stamparatus, it is a stamp positioning tool. So, I am doing 5 different cards with these butterflies. I'm doing them in different colors. And so I can just leave this on here, ink it up, put it on my paper, clean it, ink it up, put it on my paper, right? That's how it works. You're going to see another where I'm doing the same card several times, and that's how we're going to use it. But this is great that these come out. You can also use this where you have them both. So you could have two different things you're stamping. You push that down and stamp it. Then you push this down and stamp it, and it makes it easier. I like the idea of being able to do different projects and having those plates like that. It makes it really nice. So today what I'm working on, I'm going to be using this set here. And this is Flowers of Friendship. It has a punch that coordinates with it. Currently I'm using that punch to hold steady my stand here. But we're going to be using this image here. So what I need to do is also clean this because it has embossing powder, because we are going to do some embossing today. Now these cards that I'm doing are for my team swap. So my when you join Stampin' Up, you get to be a part of my stamping community, which is really cool. And you get to be a part of you actually get to, when you join directly with me, you also get to be a part of Wendy Cranford's stamping community. Those are exclusive to when you join. And we have card swaps. And basically you make the same card, you know, like I'm making 12. That's what I'm making. And then you send those, and then you send them to one person splits everything up, and then you get 12 cards that are different. So it's a really fun thing that we get to do, and I love being able to do this. So that's what I'm making today. That's my focus, is to focus on the new catalog product. So we're doing Flowers of Friendship. I have that designer paper that I just showed you, the cheetah print. And then from the basics paper, I have a Night of Navy piece, and we're going to use this the plaid. Okay, so I have these pieces. And then I have my cardstock here. Oh, how funny. I guess I didn't cut that second piece. Okay, so I need some more Night of Navy. Let me grab a couple more sheets. I thought I had everything prepped. Okay. Let me grab, this is a new pack of, this is a midnight, Night of Navy. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't talk this morning. Okay, so I'm making 12 cards, so I'm going to need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I'll need 3 of these. And let's trim these down. I really thought I had everything ready, you guys. I'm sorry about having to cut this stuff. Okay, so I know that my trimmer can handle 2 pieces of cardstock at a time. So what I want to do is cut at 4 inches. This is a very basic layer. So 4 inches. And this is how I mass produce cards. I've done swaps where the most I ever made was 250 swaps. And so to make 12, like that's nothing for me now. So now we're cutting this at 5 1/4. So the best, oops, I didn't cut this one properly. The best way to do mass producing is to do all of your steps together. So prepping everything, like cut all your pieces. That's why I thought I had already done this. Cut all of your pieces at once. And then I'm going to show you doing all of the stamping at once. And it makes it go by faster. So it may seem intimidating, like, wow, 250 cards. But really, when you break it down, it's really not. I mean, I probably wouldn't start to get stressed unless it was like in the 500 range. Then I would probably start to get a little stressed. But really, anything under that, I feel like I can like get done probably pretty quickly. once you have a design. Okay. So let's move that over. And then I'm not going to do this to all of these. I'll do them off camera. But what I would do next is I would fold all of these. So I would just take all of these and we're going to fold them like so. I'm going to do 2 here. But that's what this is, our card base. Okay. So we have it. Let's pretend like all these are folded. We have our card bases. We have our first layer, and that's what we're going to stamp. So let's bring our Stamparatus back over. And I can put this, what I want to do is put this right at the top here. So it's snug, which is going to mean that it's straight. I'm going to take a magnet and I'm going to put it right there. I think I only need 1. I think that's fine. And then I'm going to lay this here because that's going to be our image. And then I'll close the lid of the Stamparatus. Now let's prep our heat embossing. So I'm going to grab, I have my white embossing powder. I have my Versamark. I'm not going to worry about using a static thing. I don't think it's necessary for what I'm doing. And then I just have this snappy tray. I got this off Amazon. I don't know if they still sell it on Amazon. The last time I looked, I couldn't find it, but it could have just been out of stock. Okay, so now here comes the fun part. What we're going to do is ink these up, and I'm going to set them aside. I'm going to actually use this kind of as a platform. I'm going to show you guys. We're going to work semi-fast, but Versamark is a very sticky, wet ink, so as long as your ink pad is inked up well, it shouldn't be a problem. So we're going to ink that up. Press over it, lift it up, and then I'm going to set it right here, hanging off that stamp set. And I will probably do, I don't know, my comfort level is probably about 3 of these at a time before I start worrying that they're drying. And I don't know, I don't tend to feel like see, I don't work fast enough. So I'll probably just do these 2 and then apply the white embossing powder. So then we'll come over here. See, I don't work fast enough. I've seen Christina Warner like ink up like a lot, like 10 or 11 things before she applies the embossing powder. And I'm like, girl, I am scared. So I'll clean that up in a minute, but let me get this on here before it dries. Okay, so see, there's a couple places where the embossing powder needs to come off. So just clean that up. Okay. So I'm going to do 2 more. So I'm just setting those aside and then we'll come back in. Now, but I'm fine with just kind of eyeballing it. It doesn't need to be perfect, right? Maybe just look at where your little things are here so you can have a better idea of where it's at. Oh, no, right here. Here's my Versamark. Okay. Press that down. My nails tend to get in the way quite a bit. down. Yep, that's probably good. See, once you get into it, I could probably do 3 of these and it probably would be okay. Oops, and then see, I don't feel like that was very good coverage. So we'll add that ink. And it might have just been me not pressing down enough. See, that's better. Okay, so let's set this aside. Let's come over here and get these. That one came out great. And then this way we can heat emboss all at once. And when I put the rest of these together, oh, this came out great. I will stamp everything and then emboss everything and then heat set everything. So now we're just gonna set this stuff aside and we'll bring our heat tool over and we will emboss these and then we'll put the card together. So let's warm this up. I think you guys can still hear me. Kathy said, did you have a nice Mother's Day? It was fine. Esau had to work, so I was just here by myself. And quite honestly, I had a lot of anxiety yesterday. It just tended to be a day that I struggled a little bit. Which happens. There was nothing terribly wrong. And we will probably celebrate Mother's Day stuff today since he's home. So you just want to heat set this until everything melts, and you want to be careful to not warp your paper. Come underneath a little bit, but then you can just heat set these, and it's quick. Once your heat tool once it heats up, it does this pretty fast. So you do that. And then let's do this one. And then one more. See how fast that can go? So we'll heat this up. And this is the hardest part of this card. I promise. Or I guess the most labor intensive. Yes, Megan, that's totally why I didn't answer you. Megan and I struggle with our phones. There are times that we call each other and text each other all day. And then the next day we're like, why didn't you answer me yesterday? And the other one's like, cause I never got your call. Like I didn't see anything. I didn't see any text. So I'm just going to add a little bit of foam to this. And I have currently been just using liquid glue. This has been my go-to recently, is just the liquid glue. So we will add, in fact, I just got one in my order this morning. We will add this to this. And then the rest of the card is going to be really simple. So that's the other thing I do when I'm doing swap cards, is especially like this is a more labor intensive when you're heat embossing. That's labor intensive for sure. Let me just make sure I got this straight. So there's one, piece of this card that's fairly labor intensive. And then the rest of it is not going to be labor intensive at all. It's going to be really quick. So I have one of these layers. This is the cheetah, the brand new paper that is the pink cheetah paper. Okay, so we're going to add this right here on the side. And I'm going to try to use my grid mat to line this up. I'm not going all the way to the edge. There's still a little bit. Then we're going to take this strip here. And I'm totally going to show you guys how I ruined the first card I made. When I was like designing this and trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I totally ruined it. I got it all done and I was like, oh, it's so pretty. And then I was like, I wonder if I do this, and I did something, if it'll ruin it. And it surely it did. Okay, so now what I'm going to do for a sentiment is I'm just going to grab my mini messages 10 here, and I'm just going to pick one to go over the bottom of the flower, and I will stamp and cut a bunch of these. So this says, just want to say hi. So all of my cards will have different sentiments. When you're making swap cards, they don't all have to be exactly the same. If I'm making a lot, like when I made the 250, I did a couple different designs. So I would pick a design and I would do 50 cards that way. And then I would do a different design and do another 50. So these will not all have the same sentiment on them, but that will be fine. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is I have these. These are the Elegant Fauceted Gems. I love these. One of my favorite embellishments. I could go crazy using these because they're just so pretty and they go with everything. So, and I'll totally call you back, Megan. As soon as I'm done here, I'll call you back. So I'm just going to add some of the white one, or the clear ones. There's like clear, white, and then like a pink color. And I'm going to use the clear ones. And I am going to use quite a bit on all my swap cards and give it that final like pizzazz look. But that is my swap card. And then I will add a white piece of, a basic white piece. Let me grab my little trimmer. And I would love for you guys to purchase the starter kit and join us over in our Blessed to Stamp group. Currently, right now, Stampin' Up! Is offering amazing starter kit. Let me see if this is going to work. I might need to trim off a little bit more. I do. An amazing starter kit promotion. When you purchase the starter kit, you pay $99 and you get $155 in product. And that is all products that you get to pick. And so that is really fun. You pick out whatever you want. We have a brand new catalog, so there's lots to choose from. And then you also get free shipping on that. So it's really amazing. And then you get to join our exclusive Blessed to Stamp community. And we have swaps that we do, card swaps we do with each catalog. We have fun challenges and giveaways, and it's a really fun community to be a part of, and I would love for you to join. So I will put all that information for both promotions that are running in the YouTube description if you're seeing this on YouTube, and then also in the Facebook description. I will put that in case you're wondering and you want to participate. So that is the swap card that I will send. And I will get 12 different cards back. So there's this one here. And then let me show you how I messed it up. So I did this and I was like, yes, this is it. I love it. This is the design. And then I was like, I wonder if I add a white line like coming off this, if it would look cool. But what I did, the reason it got messed up is because I was like, well, how am I going to make it even all the way across? Like, I'm not very good at eyeballing it. So I was like, well, I'll take my ruler and I'll take it to the top of the paper and then I'll do a line. And then my thought was I'll take the ruler again and do a line and then it would be even. But once I wrote on it, like once I did the line and I moved my ruler, I was like, ooh, that's really far down. Like I wanted it right on the edge. What was I thinking? So I totally ruined it. So I won't send this one. That'll be okay. That just happens, right? It just is a situation that happens. Then I was like, well, maybe if I add a couple extra lines, it'll look like it was supposed to be that way. It'll be like the design of the card. No, not really. Not really at all. So this is the swap card. So I'll do all of these. I'll do 12 of them, and that will be perfect. So. Okay, so the very next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to make this card here today because I just can't seem to get something scheduled. So, and I know there's a few of you who are wanting to get this card made. So this is the card that I did back in, I think, March. If you placed an order, you got this exclusive card kit. and it was for helping me achieve my $200,000 milestone. And there's some sequins in here, so I just dumped that out, and we're gonna move all those sequins. You guys know how I feel about sequins. So in your packet, there was some paper, there was this item here that just, it was a thank you to everybody, and then there was an exclusive Facebook group to join. We're just gonna scrap that, and we're just gonna make the card. Because, you guys, you know, this is just what we're going to do so that we can move on. I have another exclusive card kit that comes in the catalog. So let me grab one of these. If you're getting a catalog from me, you will get it like this. And inside will be a card kit that we will be making during the launch party on the 20... Let me look at the exact date. I got to look at a calendar. On the 24th. So Monday the 24th, we will be making the exclusive card kit that came in the catalog packet. So if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Catalog and you want one, please reach out to me. If you are a current customer, you should have gotten yours. I have a couple going out this, like I said, I have like 5 that are going out this week. But otherwise, you should have already gotten yours, and there was that card kit. If you haven't, reach out to me. If you're a current customer, I will send you one for free. If you are not a current customer, you can pay the shipping, and I will send you a catalog. I just cannot, the shipping is too expensive to just send out, especially these catalogs. Is this foam? I'm looking for foam. This would work, this would work, and will this? Yeah, all of that will work. It's too expensive to just send them out if I'm not actually getting orders from the people getting them. So I apologize, I guess, for the postal system and how expensive it is. I wish that I could just send them out on request and not worry about it. But if you would like one and you're not a current customer, you can just pay the shipping. You'll get the exclusive card and you can make it with us that night. I will also have, labels that I will be giving to everybody. I think it's this card base, yeah. It's a Night of Navy card base. So it's the same as the card we're making. Okay, and then was also an envelope. And then there's some Misty Moonlight ribbon. And I just like to take this ribbon and tie a bow. You're going to see a card that's very similar to this one tomorrow, where it has this ribbon and I tie a bow. I think it's the easiest thing to do with your ribbon. Oops, I lost my comments. Am I still live? What happened here? Okay, here they come. You're not too terribly late. We're still making, Iona. You can watch the... If you participated in the swap, don't watch the beginning of the video. if you want to be surprised. I should have put that disclaimer on there. If any of my blessed to stamp people were on. If you want to be surprised with your swap card, don't watch the beginning of the video. Okay, so I have my bow. And I just did a regular bow so I can move that around. I think that's a really nice option to be able to do. Move your ribbon back and forth. So then we will cut this like so. Just like so. Then we can add this on and we'll do our stamping separate. So here's my glue. I'm even going to put glue right over that ribbon so it doesn't move around once everything is down. It's always an option. Put your adhesive right over your ribbon and that will stabilize it a little bit more. We're gonna press it down. And then there's these two pieces. And let's use a brand new stamp set. Oh, I love this one. Okay, this one says, "You are perfectly unique." That's gonna fit perfect. Oh, I love the new sets, you guys. I love the new stamps. This makes me incredibly giddy. Okay, so let's use this. You are perfectly unique, and this big, beautiful, bold sentiment. We did that in Night of Navy. Okay, so now let's just layer this together. Oh my gosh, how pretty is that? These colors are gorgeous. Okay, and then let's grab some dimensionals. Just let that adhere. And then let's add dimensionals. If I had more foam, I would just cut a circle of foam, but I don't have any more foam. Okay. And then we're gonna put this right here. I should have had that bow moved over a little bit more. That's okay. I should have tested it with the circle first. And if it was over slightly a little bit more, I would feel better about it, but it is what it is because it's glued on there now. Okay, so then now what we're gonna do is add the sequins, and you guys know how I do this. I just add my glue dots everywhere, and then I grab my X-Acto knife, and we just pop them right on here. And the glue will dry clear, so no worries. Just pop them on there. These are my favorite sequins. These are Doris sequins. You can get them on Amazon. They are a better price on SimonsSaysStamps.com. They are literally like 99 cents for a pack. I get the 8mm and the 5mm, and these sequins just pick up whatever color is underneath is what it picks up. So I love this. So if you got this exclusive kit, this is how you're going to want to put it together. You can use any sentiment that you want. That was the point, is to use any sentiment you want. If you have other embellishments that you want to use, you can totally do that as well. Your designer piece, your pattern piece of paper will be slightly different depending on how it was cut. There is a Night of Navy card base, and then the first layer is Balmy Blue. I just cut that at 4 by 5 1/4, and then the designer paper takes off another 1/4 inch, so 5 by 3 3/4, and then you layer it up. These are both punches, so one was a 2 1/4 inch punch, and then the white is a 2 inch punch. If you want to recreate that, or you didn't get the card kit and you want to create a simple card like this, that is how I did it. So I hope you enjoyed both of these cards. I'm going to show the swap card, so close your eyes if you don't want to see. If you are with our Blessed to Stamp group, this will be the swap card that I will send. I will do the rest of these using my Stamparatus, which is amazing to be able to use for something like this. I will have these finished up today and sent out in the mail, which will be perfect. Will be, it's been on the top of my to-do list. So tomorrow I will have a video up on my website and YouTube channel, and I will be sharing the 5 new in colors. I will have a card for each of the colors, and you will be seeing that. I can't wait for you to see that. I'm going to show you all the stuff that is coordinating with them. And then don't forget, if you place an order with me this month of at least $35, you will get 2 My Favorite card kits in the mail. Everybody should have gotten them. They are the ones from last month. I have a few left over. And so I'm still sending out 2 card kits until I run out. And then I will be creating a new My Favorite card for later this month, because I'm sure I'm going to run out halfway through the month. So if you have any questions, let me know. I will link all of the items that I used now that I can do that, now that we are actually in the catalog. I will link everything in the supply list when I edit this post. And then on YouTube, you will see this on Wednesday. And I will have a blog post that will coordinate with photos and the supply list. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I would love for you to purchase that starter kit and come join us. We have a lot of fun. And it is nice. I always feel like you guys are my people. Like, you know why I get so excited about paper and stamp and ink. Not my family does not get why I'm so excited. My husband did not understand why I told the UPS guy he was my best friend this morning when he brought my box of goodies. And I was like, Matt, you're my best friend today. And my husband was like, really? Really? And I was like, yes. He brought me funner stuff than I got as a gift for Mother's Day. I think my Mother's Day was a little of a last minute thought. But I was like, yes, Matt's my best friend today. So my family doesn't get it, but you guys get it. Why it's so exciting to get a box of goodies to play with. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I have regular posts scheduled for this week, and I think we are back in the swing of things. I will be live on YouTube on Friday, and I will be live in my memory keeping group on Thursday. So lots to do, lots to create, lots of fun things happening. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will catch you guys later this week.